Hello.
Hello and welcome to Christmas Traditions.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're gonna do one today that absolutely makes me happy.
And me too.
Yeah, well, that's true. We both love food.
Yes.
And I'll tell you, we're gonna talk about what other countries do for Christmas Eve and Christmas
dinner. Yeah.
And we celebrate on Christmas Eve. A lot of families I know make like a prime rib or a standing rib roast, and then they have turkey for the day, Christmas Day, and ham.
Yes.
Ham's
and
a
ham
big
certainly
thing.
in the United States. Ham and turkey, I think, are probably the most.
So we
popular.
like it all: the poultry, the beef, and
Yeah.
yeah, and so, but in Europe and other countries, some of them do it quite differently.
Yeah, very different traditions, and I think you're gonna enjoy this because some are really unique. And I think you're going to be surprised at how some of the countries celebrate their Christmas dinners. So
yeah, and some of them are fabulous.
Yeah,
Oh, gosh.
I'd like to sit down to their table.
Really. So, without further ado, we're going to start right in, and we're going to talk about Germany, because Germany, we got the Christmas tree from Germany, and we got other traditions from Germany. Mm-hmm. And believe it or not, their big meal for Christmas is roast goose, and has been for centuries. So
I know, kind of interesting, and actually, that also goes across to England, because I think for those of you who might be Dickens fans that saw the movie or read the book, that at Christmas there's
the Cratchits had a goose for Christmas before they were brought that prize turkey.
Yeah, so they had the goose. So
so they're really big on, and I gotta tell you, the way they prepare it, it's kind of fun. In fact, I'm actually gonna they stuff it with apples, chestnuts, and onions, and season it with herbs like marjoram, and are served along with braised red cabbage, which I love, and potato dumplings, which is fun.
Yeah, isn't that fun?
I mean, imagine sitting down to that. I wouldn't have a problem with that at all. So.
Me either.
So we're going to jump around a little bit. So we're going to go from Germany to
Scandinavia, Norway, and Denmark. And that kind of was interesting to me what their main course was. I honestly thought it would be fish. Because they're, right there
at the ocean.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But theirs is roast pork.
Yeah.
And in Norway, bone-in pork ribs with crisp crackling are a top holiday favorite. Yeah. Denmark similarly favors a roast pork, and that's also covered in the cracklings alongside a roast duck. So
so kind of like us with our turkey and ham, they do duck and pork roast.
Yes.
So, I mean, there's a couple of meats.
I don't think anybody gets up from their table hungry.
Probably not. Probably not. They're also big into pork ribs.
Yeah.
They love pork ribs. And of course, who can blame them for that?
Yeah.
I certainly can.
Oh, I know.
So then we'll move into like Central Europe. And by Central Europe, I'm talking about like the Czech Republic, Poland, Slovakia, places like that, more like in the Central Europe area. And they do something entirely
different.
They do the Christmas Eve carp. And if you're not familiar with a carp, it's a fish.
Yes.
Although we have them all through the U.S.
Yeah. And it's a big fish, isn't it, Joe?
Well, it can grow to be quite
Pretty good sized
sizable.
fish.
Yes, absolutely. And believe it or not, sometimes they'll even take a fresh carp out of the water and put it in a bathtub for a few days before Christmas Eve, which isn't a bad idea. It kind of flushes them out and cleans them out a little bit. But yeah, now how do they prepare it?
Let's see. It's often prepared fried or baked.
Okay.
Yeah.
And historically,
They put it in the bathtub. Yeah. So fried or baked.
I'm not a big fan of carp. I never have been. It's kind of a oily fish to me, and it's certainly fishy flavored. But they love it, so it's kind of interesting. So there's one of the first areas that really go straight fish.
And you know, again, what's interesting there? That's Central Europe, more inland.
Yeah.
And they're eating the fish.
Right.
So kind of, you know, again, what you'd almost think the other would be reversed. But
and speaking of fish, you go straight south, go down to Italy.
And we have the Feast of the Seven Fishes.
Which is one of my favorites.
It says, well, Christmas Day brings various regional meat dishes like stuffed pasta. Christmas Eve is famous for a grand seafood feast. Families serve an extravagant spread featuring up to 7 or more unique fish and shellfish dishes.
I mean, they covered the gamut. They got everything, and they got it fried, baked, broiled.
Sauteed probably.
I wouldn't be surprised if barbecued. You know? But and all the different dishes that they do for the fish. And I'm a big fish eater, except for carp.
But that's one I think we both would like to.
I'd belly up to that.
Yeah, we'd like to
anytime.
attend one of their dinners.
And that's been a tradition for a
long time.
Of centuries.
Yes.
So, And then we move into. We're gonna jump the ocean now.
Yeah.
Go to Latin America.
Yes.
And they get some unusual and yet some not so unusual things that I was surprised to read about. Well, first of all, one of the things, and Mrs. Claus and I have actually been blessed to take part in this, is on Christmas Day in Mexico, they do
tamales. And we
fresh made tamales in the corn husk.
We on one of our behind the scenes podcasts we talked about this, but we were fortunate one year in San Clemente that we were invited by the San Clemente Fire Department to actually physically ride in their truck, and they still had some toys that they wanted to give out. So they knew the different neighborhoods, and they took us to this one Mexican neighborhood, and all these people came out. They were wonderful.
Oh my God, they were all carrying tamales.
All kinds of, well, and tamales and other things, but it was just so good, and they were just lovely to share with us. So that's actually something we've actually experienced on Christmas Day.
And taken place on Christmas Day, and you know, one of our better Christmas memories.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah.
I mean, everybody was so sweet. I mean, they were hugging us, and you know, I mean, just couldn't do enough. But anyway, and then in Argentina, now there's a different one.
This is and of course Argentina is south.
Yeah.
So that's, again, the December falls during their hot time of the year. Kind of like just a couple of episodes we were talking about Christmas in July in Australia.
Yeah,
well, same
and
thing.
How it's their summer months.
Yeah, so this is the same thing for
months.
Argentina. They're down in that same belt. And so they have Traditional steaming hot roasts are often swapped for cold dishes. They have a sliced veal covered in a creamy, savory tuna and caper sauce.
Ooh.
It is a beloved holiday classic inherited from their Italian migration.
Now
So that's kind of
there
interesting.
again, you got beef and fish.
And bringing Europe over
Yep.
to South America.
Yep.
Their traditions have migrated over there.
Mm-hmm. Which
Yeah.
is not a surprise. I
No,
mean,
no.
that's how we got our Christmases.
Yes,
So,
yes, we
anyway,
did. Yeah.
I'm playing with my beard a lot. It's driving me nuts because it's just starting to grow out again. And when it grows out, it keeps going all different directions. So forgive me for playing with my beard. But anyway.
Now we're going to travel again.
Oh, where are we going now?
We're going to go over to Asia and Oceania.
Ah.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
this
Ah.
is a fun one. This is really
This
a fun
one caught her completely by surprise.
Yeah, I think you'll really enjoy this. So why don't you talk about?
Okay, well, for those of you who have ever gone to Asia and particularly Japan for the Christmas holidays, you might be amazed to sit down to a feast from Kentucky Fried Chicken. That is their main go-to every Christmas. And they get the whole thing. They get the chicken and the mashed potatoes
And the biscuits and the gravy
and the coleslaw and you.
So
They
really,
love their KFC.
yeah, and kind of funny again. There they are in Japan, and they've got a very American meal in front of them. Nothing Japanese again, where you might think of fish, because I know they eat a lot of fish in Japan.
I mean, personally,
But,
I'd rather eat sushi.
Well,
on
I'd rather have the
Christmas
sushi
than-
too, but yeah, there it is. Yeah.
But man,
Uh-huh.
do they love their KFC, and that's pretty funny.
Yeah, and they say here that families often place their orders weeks in advance. So just imagine, KFC is, not that they're not busy on a Christmas, but boy, they're just
11
slammed.
secret herbs and spices really
Mhm,
got that
mhm.
country by
Mhm.
storm. So.
And I think one of the also things to remember about Japan and China and actually the Far East there is that through the years they actually have changed their Christmas traditions to include Santa Claus.
Oh yes.
So
Yeah, Santa's a big
deal.
Oh
Big
my
deal over
God,
there.
you would
Mhm.
not believe how many Santas
Mhm.
traveled to, especially China
Yeah,
and South Korea
and also Japan.
and Japan,
Yeah,
and spend an entire month or more
yeah,
in those areas.
yeah. That's
And
a
they
big
just
deal.
parade them around and stuff
Uh-huh.
them full of food all month.
Maybe it's Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Only on Christmas, because you gotta order that in advance. But anyway,
Yeah.
so let's go further down.
Yeah,
now.
so this time we're actually going to bypass Australia. We're going to go to New Zealand. And again, like we said before, they have the summer barbecue.
Yeah.
And
Here
so
again. Mhm.
they have their holiday, they cook it outside, usually barbecued lamb, which is not a surprise because they have a lot of lamb there.
Yeah, they're obviously big
yeah.
lamb country.
Fresh seafood, summer
Which makes
vegetables.
sense. They're surrounded by water.
Yeah, so that's their Kiwi Christmas Day. So yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
sounds good.
yeah. It does, doesn't it?
I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind spending a Christmas in New Zealand.
And we
think
love
that-
lamb,
Oh,
so that would
we
be
love
great
lamb.
for us.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
yeah, we'd love to partake on that.
So let's come back to
Uh-huh.
North America and not the U.S. because I mean you all know what we do for Christmas in the
Mhm.
U.S. But here's something interesting: French Canada.
Yeah.
Now, and so you're talking about like Quebec
Mm-hmm.
area.
Right.
Now there,
Yes.
Well, you go ahead and tell me. You're holding the thing.
Okay. The holidays aren't complete with tourtière. I don't know if I'm saying it right. It's a deep, savory, spiced meat pie, traditionally filled with minced pork, veal, or beef, and warming spices like cinnamon, cloves, and nutmeg enclosed in a flaky crust.
Now,
So they have a kind of like a mince pie kind of thing.
exactly. And one of the interesting things, and I'm just going to bounce back to Ireland. At Ireland, people put out for Santa every Christmas Eve, they put out mince pies and
Guinness.
Guinness.
Yeah.
So I get plenty of mince pies in Ireland. I don't need it in Quebec.
Right.
But oh my gosh, you know how different they do the actual mince pie, and I mean it's the full pie, you know. So anyway, so
And that's, you know, and you think that's probably, again, obviously coming out from France, because France does a lot of pastry
well, sure,
type of dishes.
and they are
and
French
so,
heritage.
Yeah. And then the last, which is again kind of interesting, staying within North America, the Caribbean.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I don't know why, but I haven't really thought about them so far, or so much. But the same is true there. They go for the glazed ham and the turkey. So, and that's kind of interesting, isn't it? I wouldn't expect so much in the Caribbean to have turkeys and ham. I don't know why.
Well, with all the tourism we give them out of the Americas, I'm sure there's a strong American influence in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why they do that, or, you know, people traveling for the holidays.
Well, I suppose that's
going
true
down
too.
there,
Yeah,
I'm sure if you're an American and you sit down at Christmas Day and you go, okay, where's the turkey?
Yeah.
Got any ham? You know,
yeah,
so,
that's true.
and
That
I'll
is
bet
true.
you it just kind of came
just
out
spilled
from
over,
part of
and
that.
that's what the apparently the people that live there full time, that's their Christmas dinner as well.
So what we're gonna ask you, well, a couple things. First of all, please subscribe to this channel.
Yes.
We need you, and we want you.
Yeah, we
and
want you.
We love you, and you know, and actually, we're gonna post this on our community page as well. But one of the things we want to hear from you guys is, what's your favorite Christmas tradition? And if it's turkey, or if it's ham, or roast beef, you know, that's fine. But if you do something different, I'd love to hear it. I mean, there's a lot of wonderful different meals.
Well, and include those sides. We'd also love to hear, you know, what you have, because again, there is differences even here in the U.S. Obviously, what the South serves as sides oftentimes is not the same thing as what the North serves. So,
and
we'd love to hear
even
from
over
you.
the years, it's kind of changed quite a bit. I mean, I don't hear so much about the green bean casseroles like you saw
grew up
at
with.
every single family's house back in the
everywhere
in the old days. But yeah, so if you're doing some different sides, or if you've got some family recipes that you'd like to tell us about, boy, would I love to hear it. You do know I cook, right?
Yes.
You do know this.
And that's, of course, why food is a good topic for us. We certainly enjoy food, and we hope you enjoyed this. You know, it's fun, I think, to see what other people how they celebrate Christmas, and I think we've made some kind of unique discoveries here today.
Although I'm not going to KFC, I can tell you. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, we're too busy at Christmas time to do like a feast of 7 fishes.
Yes,
although I would
that's,
love
that is true.
that.
That is true.
I
That
would
is
just
true.
love that.
Yes, well, and I think you really need to be someplace that's close to, uh, where you can get
An
7
ocean,
fishes.
yeah,
Yeah, you know, where we're in the middle of the
More
country.
than just one or two
we don't
different
have
types of fish.
so
Yeah.
much in the way of fish, so.
But anyway, yeah,
yes.
again, we want to hear what you do
Yes.
and what's your favorites and
Yeah.
how you enjoy Christmas. So you might give us some ideas.
Yeah, absolutely.
So-
And remember, we come out on the 10th and the 24th.
Yes.
So make sure that, as Joe said, you subscribe. And thank you for joining us today.
And by the way, if you're watching this, it means it's past. It's the 24th or past. We're getting close, you guys.
Yeah, we are.
You not too many months left till Christmas.
Past the halfway mark. So,
yeah,
you know,
more than halfway. We're in the 7 months,
Yeah,
and we've only
yeah.
reached 5. So, yeah. So, but we hope you enjoyed this as much
Yes.
as we did checking all this out. And give us your thoughts and comments. We'd love to hear from you. So, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, and we'll see you next time.